March the 2nd is a date that celebrates bold achievements on the court, on the screen, in space, and in culture. It's a reminder that history moves forward through moments of imagination, ambition, and record-breaking performance. We begin in 1933 when the groundbreaking film King Kong premiered in New York City. Audiences were stunned by the giant ape brought to life through revolutionary stop-motion animation. At a time when cinema was still evolving, the film pushed technical boundaries and redefined what visual storytelling could achieve. More than just a monster movie, King Kong became a cultural icon, blending adventure, romance, and spectacle in a way that influenced generations of filmmakers. Even decades later, its legacy continues to shape Hollywood blockbusters. From cinematic giants to athletic greatness, March 2nd, 1962, delivered one of the most legendary performances in sports history. On that night, Wilt Chamberlain scored an astonishing 100 points in a single NBA game while playing for the Philadelphia Warriors. The feat remains unmatched to this day. In an era without three-point shots and without modern sports science, Chamberlain's dominance redefined what was thought possible in professional basketball. The image of him holding a simple handwritten 100 sign after the game became one of the most iconic photographs in sports history, a symbol of individual excellence that still stands more than 6 decades later. On March 2nd, 1959, construction officially began on what would become one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world, the Sydney Opera House. Designed by Danish architect Jørgen Utzon, the project faced major engineering challenges, political controversy, and rising costs. What was initially expected to take 4 years ultimately required 14 years to complete. The Sydney Opera House was finally opened on 20 October 1973 by Queen Elizabeth II during a grand public ceremony attended by thousands, marking the official unveiling of one of the 20th century's most daring architectural achievements. Today, this extraordinary structure stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most visited tourist attractions in Australia, welcoming millions of visitors to Sydney each year and serving as a global symbol of artistic and architectural innovation. Looking beyond Earth, March 2nd, 1972, marked another giant leap. NASA launched Pioneer 10, the first spacecraft designed to travel through the asteroid belt and make a close study of Jupiter. Many scientists were uncertain whether a probe could safely pass through the belt, but Pioneer 10 proved it was possible. It delivered the first close-up images of Jupiter and eventually became the first human-made object to travel beyond the outer planets. Attached to the spacecraft was a small gold plaque, a message intended for any intelligent life that might one day encounter it, symbolizing humanity's desire to explore and connect with the unknown. March the 2nd also holds a memorable moment in pop culture history. In 1989, Madonna's Like a Prayer made headlines when her highly anticipated Pepsi commercial premiered. The advertisement aired during prime time across 40 countries to an estimated audience of 250 million viewers, making it one of the largest global advertising launches at the time. The commercial featured the pop superstar performing a shortened version of the song and marked one of the biggest celebrity brand partnerships of its era. However, controversy surrounding the full music video quickly followed, sparking debate worldwide and ultimately leading Pepsi to cancel the campaign. The incident became a defining example of the powerful intersection between music, branding, and cultural conversation. March the 2nd also marks the birth of a modern cinematic icon. In 1968, Daniel Craig was born in England. Decades later, he would take on one of the most iconic roles in film history, James Bond. When Craig debuted as 007 in Casino Royale, he introduced a grittier and more emotionally complex version of the character, redefining the franchise for a new generation. His portrayal earned critical acclaim and numerous award nominations, including BAFTA nominations for his performances. Craig's era as Bond became one of the most commercially successful in the series, with films like Skyfall crossing the billion-dollar mark at the global box office. Beyond Bond, he also gained praise for his role in the mystery film Knives Out, showcasing his versatility and sharp screen presence. From a giant ape conquering the silver screen, to a basketball record that still stands untouched, from an architectural masterpiece rising on Sydney Harbor, to a spacecraft venturing into deep space, in a pop culture moment that captivated 250 million viewers worldwide, March the 2nd reminds us that greatness and controversy often go hand in hand. Whether through imagination, athletic dominance, artistic vision, scientific exploration, or cultural impact, this date captures the relentless human drive to push boundaries and leave a mark on history. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.